everyone is going to want to know how Ava works as a director. So can you share a little bit about your experience on set with her?
She's incredibly thorough. She gave us a great rehearsal time, which you don't always get. I mean, people assume that we must practice this stuff for ages together and figure out what we want. You don't always get that, and we got it with her. And she really gave us the space. I worked mostly with David in the film, so she was very, very focused on teasing out of us the most intimate, honest, revealing side of this couple, because we haven't really seen that of Coretta and Martin in the past very much. And so I think she's a visionary, essentially, who has the capacity, has the strength of leadership to hold on to that vision, which is the sign of a real master. And
how about for you? How about on set? What kind of notes does she give you in between takes?
Oh man, she gave me some great notes. Like, they really helped me out a lot. And that, as soon as she gave me one note and it felt right, I was just like, oh man, I'm in the right hands. Because you, as an actor, you know, you want to be with a visionary who can take you to the next level. And I think she was able to do that for me. And I think it's a testament. When you look at a film and you see every actor at an A level, I always got to give it up to the director, because, you know, they want, that means that everybody, she made sure that everybody there was at their best. And she was able to bring that out of each actor, and whether it's a background actor or, you know, the lead actor, supporting roles, everybody. When I look at the film, I don't look in the background and be like, look at that person doing something they ain't supposed to be doing or something. Yeah. Everybody is committed in it. And
her attention to detail was crazy. Yeah. Like, she would shuffle faces around if they didn't quite look right. His hair's too modern, he's got to go. You know, and I've got to say, as a woman, I think Ava is a brilliant director and can stand up to any man out there and has all the qualities that you demand in any good director. But on top of that, she's also got this female touch which really translates into an intimacy in terms of relationships on screen, which is so much of what this film is about. And then even silly details like hair, and makeup. She was so like my hair is particularly, she was obsessed with it. I've never had that with a male director in my life. So I was super grateful for that, because she was so careful that every detail was correct and appropriate. And, you know, hair in the black community is a big deal. So.
Yeah, it is.
You definitely pick up on that. Like, I do remember from the scenes on the bridge how I was paying attention to the main characters, of course, but there were faces in that crowd that really struck me. And I mean, I can even picture them sitting here right now.
Yeah.
Before we have to wrap up, I was talking to Michael K. Williams about the next Purge movie, and I'm a big fan of those movies. Yeah. And he did mention that maybe him and Frank Grillo would come back for the third, and you're part of that group. So is there any chance or any interest?
No. You know, as an actress, like, the thing that's I've always loved about acting is that you get to change. Like, you know, even Coretta, the first time I played her compared to the second, they're different women. You know, the first was naive and hopeful and wasn't as heavy with the burden of death. The second is a different kind of older woman that's much more weary. I like to keep changing it up.
I don't blame you. Was there any need to shed what you did on Boycott before jumping into this version of the character?
Yeah, in some ways, absolutely. You know, a lot of the research I did, which I felt like I went into Boycott with, that really served me well for that piece, was of no use to this, because Ava's approach was so much more intimate and about the personal and the private and about really deconstructing and stripping away the icon and the myth. So very different characters in a lot of ways.